And we're live. Okay, let's switch over to the live scene. And we're live. Let's switch over to the live scene. Man, it's been a while. It's been 48 hours. I wanted to do a TikTok live yesterday, which was Saturday, but then I thought, I don't work on Monday. I have Monday off. So why don't I just do a TikTok? Okay, good. I'm not on mute. I can't tell you guys how many times I've done a TikTok live and ended up on mute for at least a good maybe 5 minutes. Let me know if you can hear me, by the way. Angel Nova, I actually enjoy. I tried to test it again. I was at Ulta. Yes, Ulta. I get Ulta and Sephora mixed up sometimes. So I was at Ulta yesterday, and they didn't have the new Angel Nova, which they had before, and then they also didn't have the new Flower Bomb. So sadly, I didn't get to test those. I did get to re-smell some of the other ones that I was ranking high on my tier ranking list. But I believe Angel Nova is the rose, fresh, fruity floral that leans slightly tropical. Why did I type floral? So, Angel Nova. Yeah. I'm a fan of this one. Like I said, as far as perfume notes, tropical scents that are subtle. I'm not a big fan of forward tropical scents because they can be a bit bitter sometimes or sour. Yeah, so I'm a fan of it. But from the comparison of all the rose forward fragrances right now, I'm leaning more very good girl. So if I had to rank it into any position, I'd put it in somewhere between like an A- or a B. Ulta doesn't carry S word, which I can't say because I don't know how TikTok takes profanity. But essentially, yeah, their stock is like abysmal sometimes. And the other day I was shopping, and I was in, what's technically defined as the ladies section, smelling Victor and Rolf products, and I was smelling Bon Bon, which is really nice. I liked it a lot. And I said, do y'all have the new Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb, the pink bottle? And they're like, oh, is that men's? Is that for men? I was like, no, it's a women's fragrance. I mean, marketed for women. She was like, oh, no, we don't have anything new. I was like, okay, I mean, when are y'all going to have it? Oh, in a month. Wow, okay. I'm obsessed with it. Better than the EDT. That's awesome. I will give it another sniff. I have to go to Sephora. Sephora is the place that has the most stock. Catching up on some comments. Thank you so much for the likes, Alyssa Simpson. House of Sillage, Passion L'Amore. So House of Sillage, honestly, I've not tried. I love the name though, House of Sillage. Let me look into this house. That's interesting. It's like a cupcake, oud and fruity. All right, I'm gonna have to check this brand out. House of Sillage Mickey Mouse, the fragrance. This is a unique fragrance house. Is this niche? I wonder what the price range is on some of these fragrances. 270. Very proud of their fragrances. Right now I'm testing House of M. Micallef. And I smelled one called Royal... What is it? Royal... I don't know, something. But basically it smelled like Creed Aventus. Almost identical to it. House of Sillage. Life of Scatty. Yeah, they're pricey. I mean, I don't know if they actually fully licensed the ability to use Mickey Mouse, but that's not cheap. Have I tried the new Ariana Grande, God is a Woman? I have. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Other people really love it. For me, it's the soapiness and the projection and longevity. It's one of those things that's just very polarizing. Like, to some people, they get all day wear, and to others, like me, I just smell more soap, maybe a little bit of corn and banana. But yeah, not the ideal one for me. So I'd probably put it somewhere in the B category. Let me pull up this one. This one, God is Woman, I have it ranked in B. Versace Crystal? Is that the same one as Versace Bright Crystal? This one, I don't think it is. But let me... There's a couple of different crystals. Crystal Noir. Maybe you mean Bright Crystal. Somebody says, it totally smells like soap. I have to start off Eros with a B because last time people were really upset. Jo Malone Sage and Sea Salt. I love the Jo Malone scents. I think they're easily some of the most likable at first sniff. Projection-wise and price-wise, that's where I knock them down. You have to love them, or just be lucky and get a sample and live off that for a while. But they smell nice, like some of the myrrh and tonka, wood sage and sea salt. You've seen any of my previous comments, but do you know about La Belle Vie? King of cutting corners, Jean-Paul Gaultier, La Belle Vie. I think I recommended this to somebody earlier because one of the, I think it was Midnight Peony from Bath and Body Works was discontinued, and they wanted to find an alternative. And the closest alternative was Tommy Hilfiger. I think it was Red Rush, but the Tommy Hilfiger fragrance was discontinued too. So this was the alternative if you were a Bath and Body Works fan. Not a scent dupe, it's just the closest sweet fragrance to it. Where would I rank this? I'd probably say maybe A- or high B+. And thank you so much for consistently commenting. Sometimes I try to get to everybody's comments. Vanilla is a great note for me. I'm always a big fan of vanilla forward fragrances. And this one's still going to be unique enough. This has more pear than some of the other ones. But yeah, I think it's good. Alien Goddess, I like. Did I have it ranked on here? But I've only sampled it twice. I really want to have a full day wear test for it. When I try to go shopping, I'll probably do 2 scents. So 2 days ago when I went to Ulta, paper blotter testing, the whole store. But then skin scent testing, I tested 2. L'Interdit, both of them. Actually, Rouge is the one I did the skin scent test. And then Dior Sauvage Elixir. And I felt the same way about both of them. I felt like Dior Sauvage Elixir and Givenchy L'Interdit. I wasn't a big fan of the first 15 minutes for either fragrance. But the heart notes and the dry down is what made it more appealing. Vanessa super likes to you for sending me that. Waiting on the peppermint frags. Harmony. Hey, if you guys haven't followed Harmony Perfumes, be sure to follow him. He's almost at 1,000. Let's see if I'm able to tag him. Azara Wanted EDP. Yes, thank you so much for reminding me. I keep forgetting the things I need to order. Gold Waltz, or French Waltz by Gold Lafleur, aka the I forget his name. Is it Scott the Entertainer? Travis the Entertainer? All right, Gold Le. All right. Did I get COVID? Yeah, I got sick with the Omicron maybe about 3 weeks ago. Man, it was tough. I was 5 days down, but I came back, thankfully. I'm super grateful. Tyler, the Creator, yes. Apologies. So this is the fragrance. I'm going to get the travel size I like rose fragrances. I think they pair well with vanilla. They pair well with woods, especially some of the animalic woods like oud. Sandalwood isn't animalic, but I still think it does well mixing it. So even if I may not like it, I think it'll probably do really well as a layering scent. So I'm going to get the travel spray. Hopefully I can get on Mercari, because on Mercari people sell it for less. Unless it's something that's sold out. Ultramel I like. I would put that at A. I don't think I have an image of it. Let's start using this one. This one's starting from scratch. Not paying full price for Love Don't Be Shy. Jazz Club. I will give y'all... I'm going to switch it up this week. This week I'm going to put By the Fireplace as amazing. Jazz Club as mind-blowing. Portrait of a Lady. Frederick Malle fragrances are super unique. I've only been able to sample a few, so I mean, I'm just going to leave them all in S category until I test more of them more than just once. The only one, Dolce & Gabbana. D&G, I may or may not have on here. Dior Sauvage Elixir. I would put that one at A category. Come on, John. I need to organize this better. C, I need to rephrase that C only if it's free. I can't think of a new phrase for it right now, but I'll think of it. Because that's a big jump. B, not paying full price, to C, only if it's free. That's too big of a jump. But everybody always asks, like, what do the tier rankings mean? Born in Roma, A. Chloe by Chloe. Eventually I'll find it. Wow, man, I can't even spell. I think I had it ranked on this one. No. I think this is it. It's nice. B plus. Velvet Vanilla Mancera, I put A. Mugler Angel, I would put B minus. Angel Nova, I would put A. I don't have a picture of it. Any of the Kayales. I've only got a few of the images for the Kayales. Oh, by the way, I'm showing some love to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Or, if you want to know what it smells like, it's almond extract. Okay. Not paying full price. Versace. I mean, that's kind of a harsh rating for Misty or Bloom Bouquet. But, like I said, I'll adjust the way this is described. Okay, Kayali. I believe this is Utopia. Utopia I really like. Would I pay full price for it? I think I would. The other one was... let's throw in Libre. Tobacco Vanille. Mugler Alien. Man, I feel bad every time I rank Alien. I don't have a photo of it, but if I did rank it somewhere... Yeesh. Oof. Yeesh. Oof. Somewhere between B minus and C. It's not bad. It's not bad. And I think they've reformulated it. I can't tell you when, but I know in the past when I was looking up research on the core ingredient to make it sweet, which is ethyl maltol, they had talked about how they've adjusted the amounts in Mugler Angel. Burberry Her, it's not bad. I like it. The nice thing about it is you don't have to pay a ton for it, especially if you go through third-party sellers. So it smells really good. To me, it smells like sweet tarts. The dry down is really nice. Moderate production, but it's a Francis Kirkchin creation. some of his earlier work for Burberry. I don't know like how much freedom he had in creating this fragrance. He was just the perfumer, but usually the brands have some say in it. But MFK, Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and yeah, probably put it at B. Lira Zerjov. That one's going to be S category. BK 540. I don't have an image of it on this one. Maybe on this tier ranking I do. Liam, thank you so much for the rose. BK 540 I'll put in the A category. Very Good Girl, I have it ranked as A on this tier ranking. Oh my, y'all are sending me some roses? Thank y'all so much. Can y'all send me some likes too? Clementine, California, super fresh, versatile. It's almost mood lifting. I'm gonna put that at A. By the way, if y'all have not heard, I have a giveaway going on my Discord, and that link is on my bio. A free Clementine, California if you are in the USA. It is a randomized raffle or randomized contest. I just have a robot collect all the names, and then it tells me after day 10. So if y'all want to join, links on my Discord. Like I said, 10 days away, so don't feel obligated to do it right now. Jazz Club, I got you. Jazz Club, I'm putting in S category this week. S category is mind-blowingly good. I mean, can I put Cherryosa? No, I can't, but it is amazing. Very Good Girl, somebody asked about it. Amazing. It's like a low amazing. It's a very versatile scent with a good dry down. A cashmere dry down. So a high A would be Very Good Girl to me. Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. I usually rank that really high. To me, it's super good. Coffee Break A. What is the best manly scent for everyday wear in a hot climate signature scent? Like if we're talking price range, we're looking for something affordable. Like John, I live in Arizona where it's always hot. What's a good scent? What would I recommend? Cedrat Boisé. I'm not sure why it's on B. But if you're in the hot climate, this is going to be like for 150. That's really good. If you want niche, this is an affordable niche. If you want another niche, Mile High. Google a fragrance called Mile High, 150. Pineapple, musk, I think patchouli on the dry down. And that's French niche house. One, you could go, since you could go Prada Luna Rosa Carbon, or even this one's a bit more classic, this Coach one. I like these two, but you won't get a ton of longevity in the summer. Yes, for the robot. You'll get longevity for the robot, Paco Rabanne's Phantom, but it's just too sweet for the hot weather. Keanu, thank you so much for the follow. And if y'all are on here, if 5 people follow, I mean, I really can't do anything, but I would say thank you. Y'all, Gucci Memoir, definitely sample Gucci Memoir. I don't have a photo of it, but that one would probably end up somewhere between B+ and A-. Longevity isn't there. Price point, you can actually get it for about $50, which to me is still high. It's an acquired smell. Yeah, I like that. I usually put Vanilla Woods S tier. This week we'll put them at A. My Way We Like. Passion, I like. Madagascar Vanilla, I like it. Fair warning. I tried some of these Skylar fragrances. Fall Cashmere does have some vanilla in it, but it smelled way too synthetic. So I tested it twice this weekend because I got all these blotters here that I've been testing Skylar fragrances for, and it is tough. It is tough. Overall, they smell very youthful, very sweet, but I think where they excel in, as far as Skylar fragrances, is salty, fruity, and fresh. Pink Canyon, Salt Air, some of the other ones are passable. But yeah, that's kind of like my quick synopsis of it. But that's like smelling it 2 to 3 times from each one and only wear testing a few. Still have some long ways to go, so this may change. Gucci Rush, I think I ranked it on one of my other ones. Liam, thank you so much for the rose. Is this the same one? Vanilla Vibes, J-Hag, I would put that in A, amazing. There's so many vanilla fragrances that are just like awesome. I don't know how to rank them all. Like maybe one day we'll do a tier ranking of every single vanilla fragrance that's ever been mentioned on the internet or YouTube or TikTok. But that would be so hard. Like for me, I like a lot of the vanilla fragrances, and it just boils down to preference. Like, do you want something creamy, powdery, dry, moist? Olympia, Paco Rabanne. That one's good. I like a little salt in my fragrances. I don't think I have the photo of it, but let's pull it up. I would put this on the A- category. But it would still be in the A. It is unique. It definitely differentiates itself from a lot of the other vanillas out there. A lot of the other vanillas go a little bit more floral or carnation forward. This brings a bit of summertime to it with the ozone and salt scent. Why is Libre Intense in B tier? Let me see. Oh, I didn't drag it up all the way. Usually it gets an A tier. You know which one I meant to put in B tier? Was the original Libre. And it's not bad. I just think I would swap these two if your motives were different. So here's what I would say. If you already have your everyday, like your Swiss Army knife of a fragrance that you can use for the office, for the day, for all season wear, and you're just looking for that date night scent, for you, I would put A tier Libre Intense. If you're searching for that every versatile floral and mixed use fragrance, then I would put this one at the A tier. But just going off of initial personal preferences and everybody's reaction, that's kind of where I would put it. Veneer on Sensei, that's one of the few fragrances I've gotten compliments on. Yeah, like this past year, I don't get a ton of compliments on fragrances. I think I could count on one hand how many compliments I get. I probably get more, can you spray any more cologne kind of compliments. Actually, those aren't compliments. Those are backhanded compliments. So that one would be A tier. Personal scent though, like my personal thoughts on it, I think it's good. I wouldn't rank it high normally, but because it's one of the few that I have gotten compliments on, I'd put it at A. Gucci Guilty, the red one. What are the notes in that one? Black and red or purple red? A 2013 release, Gucci Guilty. Perfumer Aurélien Richard. Pink pepper, I love, raspberry, peach. I would put this in A, especially for the price tag. If you could get it for under 100, maybe even under 90, I'd put it in A category. Double check some of the reviews on longevity. I don't know if it's going to be the longest scent profile, but you may not need anything if you're going to be carrying it around in a travel size. Oh, the purple one. Purple one, I do not know, but let's give it a look. Woody and fruity. I wonder if it's similar to Marc Jacobs Decadence. Alberto Morillas, Master Perfumer. I always feel weird like ranking things low that are master perfumers, but it's not exactly always them. Sometimes it's a mix of them and the brands that they're working on for the scent brief that they get. Huh. It's in good company. It smells similar to some of the other Dior's. This fragrance. Let's read some bad reviews. A total dislike. Berries with its leaves on a sugar rush. That's not a bad thing. I absolutely loved it on paper, but on me, it's too masculine sharp. Okay. Sweet and spicy. These don't really look like too bad of a reviews, even though I haven't smelt it. Like, I've seen way worse feedback on fragrances. This looks pretty good. Brianna Perfumes, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Versace Delian Blue, we like. That one would be A category. It may even already be categorized on one of my other tier rankings. No. It just smells a bit more youthful. I would put it in the B category. Smell-wise, if you're under 25, maybe, I would say have it as a collection piece. Otherwise, I would recommend another Versace or going with a different brand. But it's still good. Soleil Blanc. Soleil Blanc, amazing if you have the cash for it. One of the best coconut summer scents. But I can't bring myself to spend Tom Ford cash on a summer scent. Like summer scents, you can get maybe like Sol de Janeiro. You know, like $40. Or like a Bum Bum body lotion or body mist. Thank you so much for the follows and likes. And if y'all guys could double tap the screen to show the... Oh, and by the way, the reason I have the display about the code for 30% off is because Scentbird did send me these fragrances to sample. And I've been sampling them on all my past lives. And so if y'all wanted to sample some of these, and I know Scentbird also have some of these fragrances on their collection. Code JohnJ30 gives you 30% off. That is like full disclaimer, full disclosure. I do get a commission on Scentbird subscriptions. So if you feel uncomfortable with that, by all means, do not use my code. It is just kind of something I wanted to put out there. That way you know. Thank you so much for the likes. SM Torisano. Kayali Juicy Eden. I can't rank it, but I just ordered my Eden fragrance, and I think I may do a little bit of a different review on it. People who have smelled it say that they pick up... It's polarizing. I'll say that. It's different than all the other Kayalis. I bought it with the Juicy Huda Beauty kit, so the perfume I'm getting, or the perfume that I bought, is going to be with that and the lip shade. So I haven't sampled it yet, but I'm excited to review it, and I'm probably going to incorporate a perspective of perfume materials because I'm pretty certain they used a perfume ingredient called manzanite, and manzanite has like subtle tones of cider and pineapple. So it'll be a little bit different a review. Don't know how I'll take it. After I smell it, I'll be able to get some fuller thoughts on it. Okay, should I buy By the Fireplace for daily usage? I hate to be that person to say this, but my initial reaction is no. I would say Jazz Club is much better for daily usage. So the reason I think it's not good for daily usage is because it's very smoky, sharp, and sweet. Those notes in the summertime tend to be a little bit more cloying. Maybe not like in people's faces, but it's a bit much sometimes. Jazz Club is less intensity, less smoke. Everything's a little bit more rounded out in the composition of Jazz Club. Like there's no sharp woodiness. There is woodiness, but I just feel like there's some elegance behind Jazz Club, and that elegance is kind of just like burned in the fire with By the Fireplace. But like for me, I still think By the Fireplace is an amazing scent, but I'm not going to bring it out until it gets cooler outside. Club de Nuit, I Want to Be Creed, I'd put it an A. It's really good, but would it be my favorite Creed alternative? Club de Nuit Eau de Parfum, I would put it an A. For the price point, yeah, it's really good. I have Club de Nuit Sillage, which is the dupe for Creed Silver Mountain Water. Baccarat Rouge 540, I would put it in the A category. And I don't know why it didn't happen, but I have the promo photo for this entire live as Baccarat Rouge 540 as the image, but I don't have Baccarat Rouge 540 as a photo. Maybe one of these days I'll remember to do that. Huh. This is good. So is this one. Angel Share. We like Angel Share. Not for everybody, so this would be like an A minus, S minus, A plus. Definitely like leaps above Sadrat Posay. J-Hag, not a perfume I like, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. Definitely sample. So some things about the fragrances that are more molecule forward or just molecule based, like J-Hag uses an aroma chemical that is just the synthesized version of ambergris, but it's at an amount that I think is not going to be too taxing on the nose. I think it's like the right amount. I think it keeps it like addictive, alluring. What is that type of thing? What is that type of scent? What is that type of smell? In a positive way. So I like it, but not everybody smells it. Not everybody reacts the same to it. Some people believe that their skin may not work well with it. Either way, give it a test. All right, making sure that I could still hear myself. Lafayette Street, Bond number 9. Texas Tailored. Texas Tailored, did you used to come on here as a different username? Because there was somebody who would always ask me about Lafayette Street. I have a review for Lafayette Street on my TikTok. It's one of my older reviews. So the thing about Lafayette Street is it is unique in the dry down, but like the first 3 hours, 4 hours, it smells like 3 other fragrances. One of those is Diesel Plus Plus. But if it wasn't for like this super solid, super rich dry down for Bond number 9 Lafayette Street, and let me say, I think it's worth the price. If you love this dry down. Otherwise, if you love the top notes, I would say check out Diesel Plus Plus, Jaguar. What is that? It's this one right here. Dunhill, Desire. So that's kind of my take on it. So initial thoughts is, for the price, I'd probably put it at B. That Funny Feeling, don't give up. If you write something right now, I will read it. I'm looking for that funny feeling. I'm waiting. That Funny Feeling's gonna write something and I'm gonna read it so fast. That Funny Feeling. I'm just waiting for her to type something. She said, I give up. And I was like, no, don't give up. Nah, maybe she literally said she gave up and she's like, I'm gonna bounce. Well, it looks like she's not gonna comment, or he's not gonna comment, or they won't comment. Well, there's always another time. That Funny Feeling. Veronique Gabay, Souvenirs de Tunis. I have the sampler set of Veronique Gabay, and I could tell you I didn't sample those. The only ones I sampled were the Molecule Forward one, and I can't think of the name. It's the Labdanum and Amber Vanilla scent. Kind of animalic. It's not going to be the most appealing. Dead Cool, I have not tried. Dior Leather Oud. Let's look it up. S tier. You know what? Let me pop over this one. S tier is a little bit better explained in this one. Favorite patchouli fragrance? Probably Creed Aventus, Molecule O Juan. Wiley! It's been a while. I was sick, and so all the shipping that I normally do, everything I have left in inventory, I'm going to give away. For those that don't know, I used to sell fragrances. And since this past couple of months, there have been, I don't know if it's back orders or inventory issues, but perfume material has been very expensive to buy, and it's even if you can buy it. So what I'm going to do, I think I owe 2 people free vials. Wiley, I will include you on there. And I already have your address, Wiley. So if you want to send me a comment in one of my last videos, I'll send you a free fragrance, a travel size. And I know you wanted a full bottle. Apologies, but I don't think I have a full bottle. So I'll get you a fragrance. And I'm already COVID free. I've been healthy for at least a couple of weeks. Cloud 2.0, I think it's good. I probably ranked it in one of these. Yeah, I ranked it as an A. YSL Montpellier. This one's going to end up being an A tier. For those that don't know, Wiley was one of the few like early adopters in buying my fragrance, and he said that he couldn't get enough and he wanted me to get full bottles. So he was one of the few people that actually bought and received a full bottle of my fragrance. So much appreciation to Wiley. YSL Montpellier, get notes of strawberry, patchouli, peony, vanilla, cologne. And for those that aren't familiar, cologne, I believe, is aquatic watermelon undertones. Yeah. And do I have a photo of Montpellier? Maybe I do. Either way, I will put it as a B+. There's a lot more competition for the fruity florals, sweet, fresh, like Very Good Girl. So I don't know if I would put it. It's better than Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, just for performance. Yeah, so I'd put it at B. I'm not paying full price. Moschino's Fresh, B. Great Orchid? I'd have to look that one up. I don't think I could come up with an orchid off the top of my head. Blooming Bouquet is so trash. Yeah, Blooming Bouquet has gone down. Like, if you look at some of the feedback and reviews, like, it was a great fragrance, but people have, I don't know if this is like rumor or like consensus of reviewers, but the performance has gone down and too many references to reformulations. Like, that's kind of like how Creed, I'm not comparing it to Creed, but in the sense of how it smells, but Creed has been a bit inconsistent in performance. Well, in scent profile, not performance. JHAG Pear, amazing. This is the wrong one, but I would put that at A for JHAG Pear. Do you like this? Marc Jacobs Perfect? I'm trying to think, which is the Marc Jacobs fragrance that has a picture of a banana next to it? Because that threw me for a loop. Marc Jacobs Perfect? Yeah, it's this one. Oh, Perfect Intense. One of these boxes had a banana next to it. It's this one. I was like, why do they have a banana next to it? And then sure enough, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, I smell a dang banana. Why would they do that to me? Why would they, like, if they didn't put a picture of a banana, I might have enjoyed it more. Givenchy Neroli A Ombre Leather Parfum. I would put that in A, but it's an acquired smell. Colder season. It's not going to be as versatile. It's very strong. Like, you can fill up a room with ombre leather. Daisy Love. A. I think this is Oh So Sweet. So, ombre leather, I'll put at B. The dry down's kind of powdery and paperish, but it's good. Moschino's Toy 2, I haven't tried. I think that's the one that's bubblegum. Moschino's Toy 2. Well, there's two. Moschino's Toy Bubblegum and there's Moschino's Toy 2. You know what? I had no idea Alberto Morillas did 2. This looks good. I haven't tried it. Tart Gummy Bear. Not going to be for everybody, but looks good. Gabrielle Chanel, please. Coming up. And I think what it was is you spelled please with P-L-Z-Z-Z. And for whatever reason, that just got my attention. Whoops. I got some Gabrielle Essence, Gabrielle Chanel. This isn't it. Eventually I'll get it. I think it's this one. White floral, citrus. Ooh, so I haven't smelled this one, and I hope this is the right one that you're looking for. But I could tell you that this looks like really nice. Yeah, that's all I could say. I haven't tried it. What I like to do sometimes is if I haven't tried it, I'll read negative reviews. Meh, not bad. That's actually not bad of a negative review. One of the original Tarte Fresh Floral. Critiques. Pretty reasonable critiques. Best perfume ever. I mean, from a standpoint of a fragrance reviewer, lately it's been Dolce & Gabbana The One for her, which is kind of basic. But as a perfume reviewer, the reason I like it is because it's extremely hard to describe. Like, super subtle undertones of tropical, lychee, and peach. So you have very familiar scents. And then you have vanilla, which is already a great scent profile. Slightly powdery, that kind of classes it up. And sweet. But yeah, for the price, I rank it as S tier. Mind-blowingly good. Let's see. Other ones that kind of like knock my socks off is Molecule 01, which is going to be a little bit different. That's more of a molecule forward fragrance. That's not going to be an S tier ever, but it's just going to be one of the ones that are very addictive to smell because they're subtle and they're in your scent bubble. So people who are around you who try to find, usually our noses, my assumption is like our noses are always on the lookout for us. Like they're trying to protect us to find out what's good for us, bad for us. Like, do we smell gasoline? Do we smell something that may harm us? I feel like some of those molecule fragrances are always under the radar. And so they get like an itch in our nose, and a good itch. Would you know why certain scents give me headaches? I mean, it's very tough to say. Like, some people are more migraine prone. My wife is migraine prone, so we spray less in the house. I do a lot of testing on paper. That's a big reason why I'm using scent blotters all the time. Here's what I could say. So, short answer is no, but companies are required to list allergens. Allergens are going to be required to be listed on all fragrances. That's regardless of country. Now, ingredients, a company could give you a list of ingredients, but it'll be very hard to take it to a dermatologist to know what it is in these ingredients that are giving you the headaches. I could tell you this. Some ingredients will be more sensitizing than others generally, like sharp spices. So try to stay closer to maybe more fresh and floral to start and see if that helps. Also, oil fragrances. Purr by Katy Perry, I have not tried, but I've heard several times that is just worth buying because of the bottle. Let's see how good of a bottle this is. That's pretty cool. I thought diamond eyes? Prada Candy is good, but it gets beat out by Bon Bon. Like, I would put Bon Bon on the top tier for caramel. If I just saw these notes and I didn't know it was Katy Perry, I would think this is Victoria's Secret. Which, guilty pleasure, yeah, I like the Victoria's Secret scents. So I'd put this at like B+ category. A good gasoline perfume, the new Mustang. Mustang actually released a fragrance that smells like gasoline. Black Nirvana, Elizabeth and James. I haven't smelled this, but let's look at the notes. Woody and powdery. Moderate and intimate sillage. So it looks like it's going to be on the weaker side. Yeah, I haven't tried this. Just on a blind test, maybe B+. JPG Scandal, I would put an A. The honey scent. Are there any younger Chanel perfumes like fruity? Like, you want to stay in Chanel? You just want something with a younger scent profile. I mean, there's Tundra, Fruity Rose. That's kind of where I would go. Nest Indigo? The nice thing, this one does have a roller ball to test. Fig. I haven't tried this. I'm a big fan of fig and cashmere. Tea. It smells like Dear Polly, a Wilhelm fragrance. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I would put this in A. I think it may be one of those ones. I'm recalling a possible TikTok where somebody said that this might be a dupe for Dear Polly. So don't quote me on it, but that would be pretty cool if it is. Favorite amber scent? Maybe Cali Invite Only. Idol by Lancome. I think last time I ranked it, I put it at B. Emily, thank you so much for the rose. And by the way, if y'all don't mind, feel free to share or like this live. L'Emperatrice, maybe. Okay, has anybody else smelled these fragrances? L'Interdit, either one. Nat, thank you so much for the rose. So the dry down I like, but to me, like, okay, I get cherry cough syrup and like a dehydrated roll up of like a fruit roll up. I don't know, but the dry down is good. So it's like, how do I rank it for half its scent life? I can't. It's tough. Tia Camille. Okay, so you love... Hey, Lexi. You guys, if y'all aren't following Lexi Fragrances, be sure to follow her. Cherry fragrances, I would recommend, Lost Cherry. If you can't get it, there are travel size or atomizers that you could get through decant sites. Other places, or other fragrances, Dark Cherry Amber by Banana Republic. Absolutely. What's the code for 30% off? It's John G30 if you want to buy some of these through Scentbird. Which they have like 8 ml sample sizes, and full disclosure, I do get a commission off these purchases, so don't feel obligated, but that is kind of something out there. Moonlight. I love Moonlight. Do I have a think I do have it on here. John, you disappoint me. Yeah, Moonlight I don't have a photo of, but it's one of my favorite ones. Not better than Cloud in my opinion, but I would rank it as an A. Cashmere, sweet, not too youthful for the scent profile, but to me it's more grown up than the other fragrances because it's not as sweet. Is it the most musky of all the fragrances? I don't think so. It's a different type of musk than all the other ones. My favorite weird scent? What would be my favorite weird scent? Maybe Molecule 01 or J-Hag, which is just a Cetilox. I mean, nothing's too weird. If I want to go adventurous, you know, there's Diptyque's Philosophus. Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense. I mean, how often do you smell banana in a perfume? That one's kind of weird. And it's not bad, it's just... It bothers me that I smell banana. That try, girl, you used the code. Thank you so much for giving it a try. Best citrus for summer? Check out Aqua di Gio. It depends on what you're looking for. I still rank high. Which one? The Giorgio Armani's, the Dolce Gabbana's, the originals. The flankers I think are still good, but not like loves in my opinion. Texas Tailored. Are you from Texas? Because I'm from Texas too. You know, Valentine's Day is not too far away. Have y'all already thought about what y'all are going to get yourselves or your significant other? I did a TikTok on this about how there's a pouch inside the bottle because it protects it from heat and humidity. And somebody broke open their Narciso Rodriguez bottle and it wasn't inside and they called me a liar. But they broke open a different size. And there's also the chance that they might have had a knockoff. Anyways, so the reason I know that there's a pouch inside is because I emailed the Narciso Rodriguez group and I asked about it. And I was like, what's the purpose of this pouch? And is it real or is it like a fake TikTok that made it up? And they said, it is real. It is what we usually use to protect the fragrance against heat and humidity. The downside is you never know how full your bottle is. Orange Blossom fragrance I really love. For something this musky, I probably wouldn't rank too high. But sample. A minus, B plus. That's kind of where my brain is. Yes, I am fabulous. I never heard of this brand. I've heard of this perfumer. Blackberry, hazelnut, and milk. These are pretty unique. Pretty unique. So I haven't tried it. Blackberry delish, super sweet. Huh. I don't mind a super sweet fragrance, especially if it's creamy or milky. But as a just placeholder, let's keep it at B. Coconut scents I love. Heretic's Dirty Coconut. A fragrance with coconut extract that I think is pretty good. I wonder if I have anything on here. Beach Walk is good. It doesn't last that long, but most coconut fragrances that are summer inspired aren't going to last long. Angel? Mugler. Which Mugler is it called? Alien Goddess. This one I believe has coconut in it. Coconut water. We're splitting hairs, but yes, not technically coconut. So this one will rank up there. Cheap fragrances. Skylar, I've got all these scents, by the way, are also available at Scentbird. These are some of the ones that I think would do well. Like Fall Cashmere, I try to like. It's just too synthetic and sweet and sharp. Sun Shower does smell like a flower, just kind of not my kind of flavor. Um, this one isn't too bad. Pink Canyon, I kept coming back to. Um, the profiles are a lot more youthful, but if you go on there and you find a discount code, or if you just search some of their fragrances, you could probably get them for like 12 or 13 bucks for a travel size. Solitaire doesn't last that long, but I think it's a great scent profile. Do you ever go to the rodeo in Texas? Yeah, it's been a while though. It's gotten so expensive. But yeah, I love the rodeo in Texas. Tory Burch Eau de Parfum. Jessica Simpson Fancy. Whatever happened to Jessica Simpson's Fancy? A great citrus fragrance. Maybe B. One thing I'll say is for me, grapefruit is like a love or hate. I wonder if this is still available to buy. Sweet fruity caramel. Is it similar to Prada Candy? No, it's similar to Bon Bon and Juicy Couture. I mean, I'd probably put this at a B. It's not a bad one. But if we're looking for like a caramel and vanilla fragrance, I would say check out Bon Bon. Are Dossier perfumes any good? This is a great question. So in general, it's been a while since I sampled Dossier, and so long ago that it wouldn't even be fair for me to do a review on it. I've chosen to not work with them for the time being, just because I felt like the timing wasn't right. I already had a couple other things lined up for this month. But here's the thing. For the feedback I've seen, this is maybe like a year and a half ago from researching them. There were some reviews on them related to Reddit so they do a whole lot of upselling on their website. So buy two, get the third free, or buy two, get the third 10% off. So that way, whenever you smell these three fragrances, when you get home, more than likely one of them will be as successful. So some of their dupes may be good, not all of them. That's why they probably try to do a lot more of the upselling so that you can get a bundle of the fragrances instead of just one. If you buy just one, there's a chance you may not be getting the ones that they do a decent dupe on. So something to keep in mind if you do purchase a Dossier fragrance. Lately, they do keep their negative reviews on their website, which is nice. You just have to filter to get to them or to see them. So keep that in mind. Some of their dupes are good, but I would try to test and look at third-party review sites like Reddit, or check out TikTok. You have some really good fragrance reviewers on TikTok that have gone through some of the Dossier products and given honest reviews. Tips for starting hobby perfume making. Yeah, check out websites like creatingperfumes.com, Perfumer's Apprentice. So if you want to get started in perfume, there are also some really great websites. You have, really great YouTube channels. BK Sense, and that's spelled BK Sense. I just typed it in the chat. And then there's another fragrance channel that does perfume videos. The name escapes me, but if you follow BK Sense, more than likely you'll get suggested another perfume making channel. So Perfumer's Apprentice for website buying materials, creatingperfumes.com for buying materials for fragrance making, the Institute for Art and Olfaction. I took a Zoom course for learning about perfume making I think it's very worthwhile. I probably paid like 50 or 60 bucks to do a 1 hour course, and they give you really great starter information. Right now is a good time to learn and just absorb, and maybe like occasionally buy some materials. You can get some sample packs from some of these fragrance companies, but what you find out is right now it's a bad time to buy material because there's a lot of stuff that's out of stock for indie perfumers, and prices have gone up almost by double on some material just because of scarcity. Fragrances similar to sparkling pear. Unfortunately, I do not. Yellow bottle. So we were like at 34. There's a couple of yellow bottles. It looks like that webpage is not going to allow me. That webpage is broken. Unfortunately, we can't access that webpage. Bitter Peach, Tom Ford, A. What perfume shocked you for how good it was? Let's look on here. I haven't been shocked in a while. Very Good Girl. Very Good Girl shocked me. Parfums de Marley Layton shocked me when I smelled it in the winter time. I smelled it in the summertime and I was like, this is too sweet. Cidrant Boisé. This isn't the picture of it, but Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense. It had a picture of a banana on the side of the box, and I said, why would they do that? Then I smelled it, and I smelled banana. Lost Cherry. It's the other one. Favorite perfume in the world? I mean, I'm going like, I usually go just from the perspective of a perfume reviewer and what's been the hardest to review. I'll say like Dolce & Gabbana the one. My favorite fragrance that I like to wear, I'm going to say it's going to be Papyrus Oud, which is a French niche brand. Really it smells like powdery sandalwood with a lot of spices and incense and pink pepper. Natasha, thank you so much for joining the live. Vanilla Woods and Lost Cherry shocked me. Vanilla Woods, I really enjoyed. Now, I'll say that it probably wasn't until like the second or third wear where I actually got to smell more of the rose. Because once you smell a ton of like back-to-back vanillas, that seems to be the most thing you pick up first instead of the nuances between them. Yosipity, like baby powder. So my favorite fragrance, Papyrus Oud, it's not like baby powder. It's like a dry talc. But the characteristics of dry powder, I think makes sense, or the scent profile, classy or sophisticated. That's not to say like the opposite of things that aren't powdery are not sophisticated or classy. It's just my nose picks it up that way. Like I think of any time that there's going to be like that type of powder that's a little bit chalky or paper-like or dry. I feel like that's associated in my mind with a lot of like class, sophistication. All right. We'll see if Fragrantica works. Fragrantica is down in general, I think, right now. Maybe they booted me. They said John was... Yeah. You know what? This happens with Fragrantica. They've been, like, working on the same website infrastructure for decades, and so every now and then they just go down. Do I think that Jazz Club and the one by Dolce & Gabbana are similar? No, they're different. So Dolce & Gabbana, the one, this one, and Jazz Club. Do I have a photo of it? I don't. This one and this one. Wait, this one, sorry. I can't think of the note differences, but to me, this one, Jazz Club, leans a little bit more cognac and incense vanilla. This is more ambery, and I think sweeter. This one has a sweeter profile. And if I was to think about what probably stands out more, you get better projection. You probably get better projection for Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum. But both of them are pretty good. Okay, Hypnotic Poison by Dior, Goat. It's Goat. Let's put it in the Goat category. We'll do some viewer rankings. Okay, so you missed the earlier part on the rankings where I said there is a huge gap, and I tried to describe these categories differently this time because everybody's always asking. And I said, I need to reword this because this is a huge jump. Looking for a discount, and then only if it's free. So, yeah, take these with a grain of salt on the category descriptions. Vanilla fragrances that are deeper and more cinnamon too. Chiali Vanilla. That one's going to be brown sugar. Maybe not so much cinnamon, but it does have some spices. Bourbon Vanilla goes sweet vanilla that's spicy. Angel Share, or check out the Kilian line. So Kilian, Paris, Angel Share. Yeah, so Jackson, take it with a grain of salt. Otherwise, for you, I'll bring up Eros. It is like a minty fresh apple. If you're looking for a vanilla fragrances, there's lots of other alternatives. Otherwise, do what I did, grab a travel atomizer, because I think Eros makes a really good layering fragrance, especially the Eau de Toilette. Dior Hypnotic Poison, I'd put it in the A category. I think somebody wanted to be in GOAT mode or GOAT mode. Somebody says, let's see, are you doing basic B perfume category rankings or question mark? I don't think. Lalique Captive. Lalique Captive, I don't have a photo of. Yeah. Usually I just rely on Fragrantica on the fragrances I don't know to get some reference. Oh, for right now, I don't have a really good description, but I'm working on it. So this would be, S category would be mind-blowingly good, mind-blowingly good. A would be amazing, stuff that I'd probably pay full price for. And then B and C are a work in progress on the descriptions. B is, I'll buy it, but not full price. C is only if it's free right now, which is a bad jump too. So we'll work on it. What are some EDT and EDP fragrances that have a whole different scent? A lot of them have a whole different scent. Not too big of a jump usually because they want some familiarity with the DNA, and I'm also betting it saves time in perfume manufacturing if you keep something similar. So thinking Dior Sauvage, that one's a little bit different. Giorgio Armani C Passion, C Intense. Brazilian Crush is pistachio. For you, I will recommend Paris Hilton for her. Honestly, I haven't smelt it. But, I mean, if you want to... Valentine's Day is only a couple of days away. And Paris Hilton for her will be body wash. Eau Vive Chance, Eau Vive Chanel. I haven't tried that one. What does not a perfume smell like? J-Hack smells like ambergris, which is like a salty skin ocean. Yeah, so like maybe like you've been sitting in the ocean for several hours. Maybe like very old wood, and this is like still in the category of old wood that's been in the ocean seaside. Cetalox, ambergris. It's a very unique scent profile. Usually I keep some like aroma chemicals in my cabinet right next to me. This is alpha methyl cinnamon aldehyde. Smells like cinnamon. This one is methyl ionone gamma. Huh. Yeah. I also have ambergris accord. But yeah, it is different than Cetalox just alone. Usually it smells like it's taking the breath right out of you. Versace Crystal Noir. I don't have a photo of it, but I'd probably put it at B+. A-. Luna Rosa Carbon, A for the value. A fragrance that I will give Jeremy Fragrance credit for. He says, I think he's the one who coined it as a sprinter fragrance, where you get like a compliments the first few hours, but still amazing scent. Ryder Baby says, this was fun. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to call it an evening too. What I'll probably do is I will switch over to my gaming channel, and then I will be gaming for the rest of the evening. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining me on this TikTok live. The smell of Baccarat Rouge that makes me nauseous, ambergris or what? So I did a TikTok on one of the ingredients, and I believe it's iodine or iodone. Basically iodine or iodone from the saffron, and I think it's safraline that gives off that smell. This is me going off memory, so the things that I would look up is saffron, iodone, because I think there's something chemically salty about those that may be also medicinal. Sure. So this is S tier. This one switches up. I mean, we could probably put Jazz Club, By the Fireplace, Dolce & Gabbana, The One, Lost Cherry, Hypnotic Poison. We'll do a audience request, Tobacco Vanille, Flower Bomb, and we'll throw that one up there too. And then on my other category, this is stuff that you might find at Ulta, not Sephora, or just Sephora alone. I'm also working on including more niche in this one. And by the way, my TikTok lives will get uploaded to Twitch. So if you missed anything early on, or if you heard about the giveaway, which I'm running a giveaway, you can learn more about the details on my Twitch channel and just play back the recording. Thank you all so much. Peanut Butter, thank you for the rose, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening.